Bonjour à tous and welcome to French for a Day. This is my little corner on YouTube where I like to celebrate my love for French aesthetics, and I like to share with you my easy, everyday, natural makeup looks. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the French guide to glowing skin. The tips that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video are going to be suitable for all ages. They are universal and they're going to work for all ages. It doesn't matter whether you are going to be 20 years old or 70, 80 years old, they are going to work for everyone. And in this video, I'm going to create my Parisian dewy makeup routine. At the end of this video, I want to share with you some French makeup and skincare essentials for glowing, beautiful skin. So the more long-term tips and my skincare recommendations, some of my skincare recommendations are going to be at the end of the video, but right now I'm going to give you some tips on how to instantly achieve this French glowing skin. So we are starting with clean face. Lately I have seen a debate among some skincare content creators, YouTubers and estheticians whether you should wash your face in the morning or not. Unless your dermatologist tells you not to wash your face, then wash your face, because in the evening you're going to use some more rich moisturizers, probably some oils, and you're going to use some products in the evening. You're going to sleep, you might sweat during sleeping, and I think that you should start with a fresh, clean face. So unless your dermatologist tells you otherwise, just wash your face in the morning. In the morning I like to use a gentle cleanser, but when I want to get the glow and when I want this really glowing, impressive skin, I'm going to use a gentle exfoliating cleanser. I'm going to list below my favorite morning exfoliating cleansers that do not irritate the skin, but at the same time are going to give you this really smooth canvas. You shouldn't use those every single day. Once in a while, like 2-3 times per week, you can use this just to get the glow. So that's how I started my day. I just washed my face with a gentle exfoliating cleanser to make sure that I'm going to have this even canvas, and you can see right away a little bit of glow on my face. I don't have any moisturizer or anything. Now on days when I use an exfoliating cleanser, I always like to start with a face mask because I feel like it helps my skin to recover and it really helps my skin to glow even more and to be even more beautiful. Right now it's the time of the month when my skin is misbehaving a lot, so I need all the help that I need. I also have these ice globes that I love using, and before I apply my eye mask, I'm actually going to use an eye mask. Before I apply my eye mask, these are very cold. I like to just use them for less than a minute. I'm going to do like a 30 seconds just to refresh my face because it makes me feel more awake. I'm going to use them on top of the mask as well. And these are supposed to be used once you apply your serum or moisturizer, but I just use this rolling motion. At this time of the month when my skin is misbehaving, I find that it just helps to depuff my skin and helps to make me feel a lot more awake. So I'm going to do that before I apply my eye mask. And these ice globes that I'm using are from Fresure. I'm going to keep doing that after I apply the eye mask as well. But I find that even before that, it just somehow helps to make me feel better and more alive, and they're quite cold now. Now you've already seen me using this eye mask from Lancome. I really love it. I have a few masks that I like to use in the morning because they somehow boost the moisture in my skin. Now I've used this one already for the past 3 months and I use them once or twice a week. I find that this is the mask that really started to make a huge difference under my eyes, but it takes time to see a difference. In the beginning I was thinking that it only moisturizes my skin and temporarily plumps up my fine lines, but then after I kept using it, I have been using it for the past probably 3 or 4 months regularly, and I see a huge difference in my under eye area. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. You have seen me already using this one. It's a little bit messy. It has a lot of serum, but it's not too greasy. It's a 360-degree mask, and I always like to resize it with little scissors. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my scissors now to resize it. Okay guys, now I have my scissors, so I'm gonna cut here. And Okay, we're fine now. Otherwise I cannot work, otherwise I just can't do anything when I'm using the mask, so I'm always going to cut this part. So then I'm going to take the serum that's left here and I'm going to apply it to my whole face. And then I'm just going to wait for whatever time I have. I usually, if I have time, I'm going to leave this on for 20 minutes to get the full benefits, and I'm going to be back in a while. Okay, it's been 20 minutes, and since this mask is a little bit more expensive, I only use it when I have the time to wait for 20 minutes so that I can get the full benefits. Otherwise, if I didn't have time, I was going to use something that's more affordable. And now, if you have kids, they're gonna make fun of you, but you shouldn't care about that. It's just gonna be a fun bonding moment. And now when I remove the mask again, I'm gonna be using my Freshure ice globes. And I'm going to take advantage to do a little massage here. And I'm gonna do this depending on the time that I have, but I usually like to do it for 1 or 2 minutes. Once again, it all depends on the time that I have. Now, if you do not have these ice globes and you want to do this immediately, you can just use spoon. Put spoon or 2 spoons in the fridge, and it's gonna do, basically it's gonna do the same job. Just make sure that you put the spoons in the fridge or in the freezer before starting so that they are really cold. And you can just use the spoon to kind of help to depuff, especially under the eyes. Let's move on with my skincare routine. Now I'm going to recommend you using a good vitamin C serum, because vitamin C is the product that is going to bring the glow in the face. It's going to help to brighten the skin. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you my favorite vitamin C serums, the ones that I have repurchased, the ones that really work. SkinCeuticals make one of my favorite vitamin C serums. This one is really potent. I just want to show you the consistency here. You can see that it's like water. So the light is changing all the time today. It is very sunny, but with a little bit of cloud, so don't mind the lighting. Now, this is one of the best and most potent vitamin C serums that I've used. I really like it. That's why I wanted to show it to you. I only use a couple of drops for my whole face. Sometimes I like to mix it with my moisturizer. Now, you might feel a little bit sensitive to this one, even though it's suitable for sensitive skin. It is very good. I like it. That's why I wanted to show you the consistency. This is the SkinCeuticals Serum 10 with 10% L-ascorbic acid and ferulic acid. This one is great if you want to treat pigmentation and if you want to fight pigmentation. The serum that I'm going to be using today is a different one. Today I'm not going to be using this serum because lately I have been using the Genifique serum, and this one contains vitamin C. This one is more suitable for those of you who just want to prevent pigmentation. I have a small size, a very small bottle. This is 10 ml. My Lancome retailer always gifts me these small serums because I'm a regular customer at my Lancome counter and I buy a lot of the face masks and the eye masks. Now with this serum I had a love-hate relationship because initially I liked the consistency, but then I didn't see any difference on my skin. Then I spoke to my Lancome consultant and she asked me, well, have you actually used the serum for like a month and a half, 2 months? And I was like, not really. Well, when you use a skincare product or when you introduce a new skincare product, you have to give it at least a month if you want to see actual results, and a month when you're using it every single day. So that's what I did for a whole month. I was using this product for a month and a half and I actually saw results. So I'm going to have to buy a full-size bottle. So you can see now that my skin is quite glowy, but it's not oily. It actually looks very nice. So this is very suitable if you are generally sensitive to vitamin C. Now moving on to my moisturizer, and the moisturizer that I'm using right now is by SkinCeuticals. This is the product that I use as a moisturizer. This is the SkinCeuticals Metacell Renewal B3 and it contains niacinamide. It's usually great to combine something with niacinamide with vitamin C. Now the eye mask has fully absorbed into my skin. I'm going to be using my under eye cream. This one is from La Roche-Posay and it's for sensitive eyes. I have tried the Genifique eye cream, but for some reason I don't really like it in the morning because makeup doesn't always apply beautifully on top of the Genifique eye cream, and that's why I try to avoid it in the morning. Now moving on to SPF, and this is one of my most repurchased SPFs, sunscreens. I live in Europe, so this is the one that I can get a hold of, but if you live in the US, I'm going to list below in the description box some of my favorite sunscreens that work beautifully under makeup. Now, one tip that I want to give you regarding SPF. If you find that your SPF starts to peel and it doesn't layer beautifully on top of your skincare, the problem might be your skincare, but at the same time, most SPFs are going to be water resistant. And if your face is wet, if your skincare hasn't fully absorbed into the skin and you start applying the sunscreen on top of dewy skin, it's usually not going to work. If your SPF doesn't layer beautifully on top of your skincare, just wait for 5 to 10 minutes after applying your skincare and then apply your SPF to see if it works or if it doesn't work. Because usually if you let your skincare absorb into your skin fully, and then apply your SPF, it's going to look beautiful. This is, of course, if you have the time. Most of the time we don't have time, so you just have to find an SPF that works beautifully with your skincare, with your whole skincare routine, so that you don't have to wait. Okay guys, now I'm ready for my makeup application, and I'm starting the year with a brand new Water Fresh tint from Chanel in the shade Light. This is my most repurchased complexion product, and I couldn't recommend it enough if you're looking for glowy skin. A lot of people think that they can't use this product on top of SPF. You can. It doesn't work with all SPFs, and you will have to wait for your SPF to fully absorb before applying this product. It can be used very successfully on top of SPF, and of course, in the morning, always use an SPF. This is very important. It's going to protect your skin, it's going to prevent pigmentation and more serious conditions. So SPF is a must for me. However, when I want to use this one as a base, I'm always going to wait at least for 15 minutes before applying this product. So just think about your morning routine. Can you afford to apply SPF and then wait for 10 to 15 minutes before applying this one? This is what I'm going to do today, and I'm actually going to use, I have medium light, and this one, the new one, is light. Light and medium light are very different. Right now I'm with my winter skin, so light is the right shade for me, but I'm going to use it. Ooh, it's a brand new. I'm always happy. I'm gonna use the brush that comes inside, and I'm going to break the bubbles here. And I want to use this product first under my eyes, because when I use this product, I don't usually use concealer under my eyes because it brightens the under eye area so beautifully. I love to use this product under the eyes, but I forgot that I used a different brush. So I like to use this brush from Angie Hot and Flashy. This one is a concealer brush. I'm going to apply the product, and then I'm going to break the bubbles on the back of my hand. And then for my whole face, I'm going to get half a pump from medium light and 1 pump from light. I'm going to mix those two on the back of my hand just because I want to get a little bit healthier looking skin, because if I only use light, I'm going to appear too pale. And that's why I like to mix the two colors together. I like to use a big brush to apply the product very quickly in a matter of seconds. Okay guys, now here it all depends on you. If you want, you can actually build up this product and you can apply a second layer, but you have to wait for the first layer to dry before adding a second layer. Now I think that my skin looks good now. It almost looks like it has a filter, because it's very well moisturized, and this product doesn't emphasize pores, fine lines. This is my favorite product when I want to create this glowing, beautiful complexion. And I'm not going to apply concealer under my eyes because right now they look quite good, and especially because I applied the lighter shade of the Water Fresh tint under my eyes, and they look quite bright, nice and realistic right now. But if you need, definitely apply some concealer. Now my skin is misbehaving now, so you can see a little spot here that's coming out. You can see that here I have one that is healing. However, overall, when I look at myself in the mirror, my skin looks quite good. It looks fresh, it looks realistic. So you don't have to Photoshop your skin completely. Just let your skin show through, because it's going to be also more long lasting during the day. I'm going to use my Water Fresh blush, and today I'm going to use the shade Light Peach. I actually haven't used the shade Light Peach in a while. I did 2 pumps. I'm going to use this one here. Now I want to break the pigment on the back of my hand and then use a little bit on my cheeks. This is going to bring some freshness to my skin. And I like this product because I can also reapply it on top of powder during the day just to refresh my face. I like to apply also a little bit on my nose just to create this more realistic look. And I'm going to apply right here as well, because this is the peach, so it allows me to apply a little bit more here. And I'm not even going to use a highlighter because my skin is naturally glowing and beautiful right now, so I don't need any highlighter. I'm just going to add some lip balm. This is one of my favorite lip balms. It's from Chanel. So this is number 918 My Rose, and it's my most used Rouge Cocoa Balm. I can't wait for the spring makeup collection because they are going to release a new lip balm. I'm going to lightly fill in my brows now. Just here, not paying too much attention, and then a little bit of brow gel. And since I spent more time on my skincare today, if I'm in a hurry, I'm just going to go out like this. I'm not even going to bother to do anything else on my face, because I think that right now it looks quite fresh and nice. But since I have a little bit of time, I'm just going to use this grayish shade from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Sophisticate palette, which I love. And just going to use the smallest amount right here in my outer crease. Take the excess and actually going to blend this. This is barely going to be visible. And then I'm going to comb my eyelashes and apply mascara. Then I'm going to apply 2 light coats of mascara instead of 1. I usually like to build up my mascara, and the first coat I'm going to try and get to the roots of the lashes and make sure that my lashes are well separated. And then with the second coat of mascara, I'm just going to focus the mascara on the ends of the lashes. I'm just going to go ahead and touch the ends of the lashes to make my lashes more visible. Okay, and that's it. The whole makeup part in this video will take me no more than 3 minutes if I'm not talking. As you can see, I'm focusing more on the skincare part of the video to get this really nice canvas to work with. And then the makeup is just to enhance, just to almost give my skin a little bit of a filter. The lighting is changing all the time today. I'm sorry for the changing light in this video, but there is nothing I can do about it. We have a lot of sunshine and we have clouds. But moving on to the makeup, French women are usually going to spend a lot more time on skincare and then less time for makeup, and this is actually my preferred way to do my makeup. I prefer to spend less time on makeup, and I prefer to use less makeup and more skincare. So you can see that I'm not sure how this is going to look on camera, but in real life my skin looks very glowing, youthful and beautiful, and I know that it's going to last from the morning until the evening. So now I'm going to apply just a little bit of powder. I'm going to use a damp beauty blender and use loose powder. This is my preferred way to mattify my skin where I need to, because even though right now I love the glow, I know that in a couple of hours my skin is going to get too shiny if I don't set with a little bit of powder. Now I'm using the Givenchy Prisme Libre Mousseline Pastel, and I almost don't have powder here because everything is on the back of my hand, as you can see, but I still need to just lightly press into my skin. And I'm very happy with the final result because you can still see a freckle that I have here. You can still see a little bit of like what's going to become a breakout here. You can still see another freckle that I have here. Anyone who is sitting close to me is going to see all of my freckles. They are going to show through. However, the overall idea that they're going to get is that I have beautiful skin just because it's very glowing, it's bright, and I don't have a lot of makeup. So this is what is going to trick people, that you have absolutely gorgeous skin. So don't use too much makeup, use only what you have to, and of course customize the look to your liking and customize the look depending on your skin type. If you have more oily skin, then I would say definitely use more powder, and you're probably going to need to blot during the day or to apply a little bit more powder during the day. It all depends on your skin. If you have dry skin, you might not need to use powder at all, and you are going to skip this last final step that I did with the powder. So it's all going to depend on you. And now at the end of this video, I want to give you a few more long-term tips on how to achieve this beautiful glowing skin that we all want, the so-called French skin. The first tip that I have for you is probably going to come as a huge surprise for a lot of you, and this is the food. The food that you eat is going to affect the way your skin looks. For example, if you eat too much sugar or processed or over-processed foods, this is going to affect negatively the condition of your skin. Your skin is going to be more dull, it's not going to be as beautiful as it should be. So nutrition is very important. Now, I don't want to repeat myself, and I don't want to talk too much about what you should avoid because I already did a video. And for those of you who've watched the video, I don't want to repeat myself and to make this video boring. But a couple of very quick tips is going to be avoiding too much sugar in your diet, and also make sure to look at your diet overall and see how much sugar you are eating, because there is going to be a certain amount of sugar in some of the bread that you eat. If it's not freshly baked bread from the bakery, if it is a bread that is going to last for longer, or if you like this kind of very soft bread of the burgers, this kind of bread contains a lot of sugar. Then the ketchup and the different sauces that you might like, the barbecue sauce, these are very delicious, but they also contain sugar. Then your drinks also contain a lot of sugar, the lattes, the cream. These are all products that are going to affect negatively your skin, and also different candy bars, also processed food. These are things that are going to affect negatively your skin. And if you start eating in a healthy manner with lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, it's going to affect very positively the way your skin looks. Don't take my words for granted. I know that a lot of people don't believe that, but you can try this for yourself. Try to change your eating habits for a couple of months and see the effect that you're going to see on your skin. See the effect that it's going to have on your skin. With skin, it always takes a little bit of time. So be sure to, if you decide to change your diet, be sure to give it at least like 1 to 2 months. Otherwise, you're not going to see results. It's also going to make your body healthier. And I don't know if you know, but actually eating too much sugar is going to make you feel more lazy and more sleepy during the day. And it's going to make you also look more tired. The next tip that I have for glowing skin is exfoliating your skin on a regular basis. You should not over exfoliate your skin because you're going to get only the negative effects. Your skin is not going to like it, but you have to exfoliate your skin on a regular basis. And on days when you want to achieve a glowy complexion quickly, you can just use an exfoliating wash in the morning. Something with glycolic acid is going to be excellent because it's not irritating, it's not too harsh on the skin. Something that is gentle can really make your skin glow for the day. The one that I used today and one that I really love is by Mario Badescu. This is the glycolic acid cleanser. I'm going to make sure to list those in the description box below. Then we're moving on to the good old vitamin C serum. This is a product that everyone should use in their skincare routine, and it really helps to brighten the skin, brighten the complexion, and to give you glowy skin long term. Again, with the vitamin C serum, you have to give it a little bit of time to work, and it's generally good to use it in the morning because it's a great antioxidant and it's going to make your SPF work better. It's going to help your SPF to protect your skin a lot better. Now I'm going to list again my favorite vitamin C serums in the description box, the ones that I believe work beautifully. The one that I used today in this video is the Lancome Genifix serum, and as I mentioned before, I had a love-hate relationship with this serum because I was thinking that it doesn't work, but it actually works. It is a very gentle serum and I would definitely recommend it to those of you who are sensitive, and if you have issues with vitamin C, then this is an excellent option. But it definitely, I would say that with the Lancome serum, it takes approximately, to me, it took me a month and a half of daily use to see results. Otherwise, if you're using it here and there, you're really going to be like me, you're not going to see results. Okay, and then another very good vitamin C serum that I recently finished is by Ren Skincare. This one is absolutely gorgeous because it's going to give instant glow to the skin. So the Lancome one gives a little bit of a glow, but not as much as Ren. The Ren Skincare vitamin C serum is one that I will definitely repurchase because it just instantly gives so much glow to the face, and I would say that it's suitable for sensitive skin because I have sensitive skin and I am very sensitive to vitamin C. Another one that I really love and I have been using in the past is by Avene. This one is quite gentle. It feels very light on the skin, it feels quite moisturizing, and I like it. It layers beautifully also with other products. It layers beautifully with makeup and with other moisturizers. And then moving on to probably the most, not probably, but certainly the most potent vitamin C serum that I've used, and this is by SkinCeuticals. This is the Serum 10. This one really helps, and I would recommend it for those of you who really want to fight pigmentation, or if you already have pigmentation, then this one and the CE Ferulic are excellent. It's best to apply vitamin C serum on dry skin, especially this kind of very potent vitamin C serums. Always make sure to apply it on dry skin, just like you apply your retinol cream. If you're use Retin A, you know that you have to apply this one on dry skin. Products that contain active ingredients are best applied on dry skin because if you apply them on damp skin, then they are going to penetrate deeper into the skin and you risk unwanted irritation on the skin. Then another serum that you might want to use in the morning, these are the hyaluronic acid serums. These are the serums that are going to help your skin to look more plump and more youthful. These work really nice. For the hyaluronic acid serums, I would suggest you to apply them on damp skin. And I usually like to spray my face with Avene thermal spring water, and then when my skin is still damp, I'm going to apply my hyaluronic acid serum because hyaluronic acid loves water. And also, if you're using a hyaluronic acid serum, make sure to apply moisturizer on top. Otherwise, your skin, it's not going to be good for your skin long term. And I prefer to keep the hyaluronic acid serums for morning use only because they are the serums that are going to help to plump those fine lines. Then another ingredient that I would recommend for glowing skin is going to be niacinamide, something with niacinamide like this one. This is the one that I'm currently using from SkinCeuticals. I really like this one, but when you're choosing a product with niacinamide, I would say stick to something that has up to 5% niacinamide, because even though niacinamide is one of the safest ingredients in skincare and it combines very well with other active ingredients as well, 5% I think is what you need. More than 5% can be irritating. And then we're moving on to the SPF. The SPF is very important if you want to have glowing, beautiful skin because it's going to prevent pigmentation, it's going to protect your skin. It is your must-have skincare product in the morning, and that's why you have to choose your SPF very carefully. I'm going to make sure to list all of my favorite SPFs that work well under makeup. You always have to experiment for yourself, because the SPF that I like, you might not like it and it might not work for you. Be sure to choose an SPF that you like and that you want to use, whether you're going to like the texture, the scent, or whether you're going to be a fan of the brand. And just make sure to choose an SPF that you like and that you're actually going to use. I have sunscreens like this one by Murat, which I know that I can apply straight on top of my serum, because this one is quite moisturizing. And usually when I don't have time, I'm going to use this SPF. I'm going to apply it straight after I apply my serum, because sometimes you just don't have the time. And this one, it really helps to keep my skin moisturized. It fights also with pigmentation, and it layers beautifully on It actually layers beautifully on all of my skincare products. So I never had peeling issues with this one. Now moving on to a few of my favorite foundations for glowing skin and for glowing complexion. My number one product and the most repurchased one is the Water Fresh Tint. This product needs no introduction, because you see me using this one in so many of my videos. You see the glow that it gives, and this product is suitable for all skin types because it is a water-based product. So even if you have oily skin, it's still going to work, because it's not going to add oil to your skin. It just adds water, it adds moisture, and that's why it's not going to make your skin to produce more oil. It's not going to make your skin oilier. So this is my winner. Then the next favorite that I have is a foundation from Givenchy, and this is the Prisma Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation. It has a very thin consistency, and I would not recommend this foundation for those of you who have oily skin. If you have combination skin, it's going to work. If you have dry skin, normal to dry skin, the only skin type that is not going to benefit from this foundation is if you have oily skin. It gives the most beautiful glowing finish. It is also a lot more affordable than the Water Fresh Tint from Chanel, because this one is going to last you much longer. It's again 30 ml, but I find that I go through a bottle of this product a lot quicker than I would go through a bottle of this one. So this is a classic foundation. It's absolutely excellent. I could not recommend it enough if you want to have this beautiful glowing skin. Then the next foundation that I would like to recommend is the Numéro 1 de Chanel foundation. This ended up in my 2022 favorites. It's a beautiful foundation. It has some skincare benefits. It doesn't emphasize pores or fine lines, and it gives beautiful glowing complexion. Again, suitable for all skin types and for all ages. Probably if you have very oily skin, I would not recommend this product in the summer months. And then another product that I recently discovered, but I can't wear it right now because the shade that I have is too dark for me. This is the MAC Water Weight SPF 30 foundation. I love this foundation. It gives beautiful glowing finish. Now the difference between this foundation and all of the others is that this foundation doesn't look as beautiful as the other ones right after application. So I find that it's a very liquidy foundation. I'm going to show you. This one has a very liquidy consistency. It blends beautifully on the skin, but I find that once I apply it, I need to wait for approximately 20 to 30 minutes so that it can fully absorb into my skin, and that's when it looks phenomenally good. But it makes my skin a little bit shiny during the day. So with this foundation, I need to blot, or I need to reapply my powder like after 4 or 5 hours of wear. With the other foundations, I don't need touch-ups during the day. So this is the main difference, but I really love this one as well. So that was all for today's video. I hope that you're going to try this makeup look, and I hope that you're going to try some of the tips that I shared with you. Let me know what works for you, and don't forget to share some of your beauty secrets for glowing and beautiful skin. Also, don't forget to be confident and take care of your skin and take care of yourself, because if you love yourself and if you're confident, this is going to show, and other people are going to feel that as well. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope to see you in my next video. A bientôt!